Guys, it's your boy, the God Gamer Hyatt himself, and it's Saturday, and you know what that means? It's now time for our movie review, and this time we are going to ride the waves of Rigoyan's Renaissance. So yeah, we are going to be reviewing Rigoyan's. I believe this is his last movie before he unfortunately passed away in March 29 of 2002. So it's been 22 years since his death, and the sudden resurgence, the renaissance of Rigoyan in social media prompted me to review Got to Believe. So Got to Believe is a movie produced by Star Cinema in 2002, starring the flagship love team ni na Claudine Barreto at ni Rico Yan. And it is what is described by my mom na kinilig siya dito. Kinilig nanay ko dito eh. And other media outlets sinabi nila this is like the quintessential romantic comedy ng mga Pinoy. And knowing myself, hindi ako mahilig sa mga rom-com. Sinasabi ko na sa inyo, I went into this movie with low expectations kasi it's just that I just have a certain disdain sa mga romantic comedy. It's not even a thing. So, ano ba yung matutunan natin dito sa Got to Believe? Well, first of all, let's recap the movie. So, Lawrence is a wedding photographer and Tony is para siya yung yung wedding coordinator. So they parang magkababata ata sila o magkababata, and Lawrence has made up a habit of bullying Tony since childhood. And it also shows in his work kasi may mga instance na yung mga angulo ni Lawrence sa mga kasal na kino-coordinate ni Tony, nahulihan siya ng mga stolen shot. And as good as a photographer Lawrence is, na lalagay yung mga artworks niya sa photography in magazines. May isang magazine na lumapit kay Lawrence, it is Lifestyle Asia, and nakita yung mga shots ni Tony. And with that being said, nagustuhan ng Lifestyle Asia, they want Tony to be a model. And the topic will be, she is the quintessential, or parang siya yung model na bridesmaid. The bridesmaid that can never be a bride. Kasi ang fact dito is, Tony is still single, and parang na-pressure siya ng pamilya niya to find a boyfriend and get married. Yun. Yeah, kailangan, yung kanyang pamilya is hospitable, maraming bisita palagi, mas laging nagpapakain. I think they're rich kids naman. So, in terms of relatability sa estado ng pamumuhay, hindi siya ganun ka-relatable for me. And I'm just saying my opinion in terms ng sa stature ng buhay. We got a photographer na medyo rich kid rin, meron siyang Ford F-150. Yeah, it's shows our status ng mga bida dito yung medyo mataas. Like they have their own villa or something. Well, si Lawrence, meron siyang best friend, si Bong Navarro. Di ko alam yung pangalan ng best friend. Di ko alam yung pangalan ni Bong Navarro dito eh. And Bong Navarro, isa to sa mga early work si Bong Navarro eh. Like, I think this is his debut or something, o meron pa siyang basta ito yung mga early career ni Bong Navarro eh. And you can see in hindsight, nag-mature siya. Okay? And he only spoke in a few lines here. Bong Navarro in this movie tells a story via facial expressions at hindi sa salita. Ayun, so Tony, asar siya kay Lawrence. Kasi pinipikon siya nung bata, and all those photos na nakukuhanan and nagugustuhan ng mga magazine outlets, it's her. So there's a way she's gonna be annoyed on that. The whole plot of Got to Believe stands on one bet. Lifestyle Asia. Gusto ni Lawrence na makascore ng big deal sa magazine, so he needs to convince Tony to pose for the magazine. Tony, syempre, asar na asar kay Lawrence, tumanggi. And Tony made Lawrence plea. Sinusundan siya ni Lawrence hanggang sa kalsada, and it almost looks like a proposal. Nag-please pa siya. And akala ng mga bystanders, ng mga pedestrian, na si Lawrence ay nag-propose, pero hindi naman pala. Lawrence made a bet. He wants to set up Tony on a date. Ang kapalit nun, Tony has to pose for Lifestyle Asia. Tony accepts, and Lawrence gathers all info, mga luma niyang batchmates, kaibigan ng mga batchmates, just to set up Tony, but every attempt fails. But the one thing na nangyari dito is, every time Tony and Lawrence meet up to set this up on a date, they fall for each other. And it's not really obvious sa simula, but when the ultimate caveat to the situation, si Perry, which is Lawrence kindergarten or grade school na kaklase, pauwi na ng Amerika from Harvard, as the perfect guy for Tony, this is where Lawrence realized he made a grave mistake. Tapos noon, na-realize ni Lawrence na in love na siya kay Tony, and Tony feels the same way. But since si Tony parang pressured nga siya to married to avoid being an old maid, ayun, she was forced to get engaged to Perry. Now si Perry, not degrading him, he's good, he is awesome, he is like the perfect man. Pero sabi nga ni Karen, he may be the perfect man, pero parang hindi naman siya si he may be Mr. Perfect, but will he be Mr. Right, diba? Or something like that. Pinaraphrase ko yung sinabi ni Karen, yung best friend ni Tony dito. Yan. Tony realizing na she will parang pagsisisihan niya yung mali, calls off the engagement, and in the end, naging sila ni Lawrence dulo. Okay, so yung mga plot ng mga modern rom-coms ng mga Pinoy nandito. Yung tanggi sa umpisa, set up sa gitna, at sila'y nagkatuluyan sa dulo with your mga yung mga banat lines. Pero ang maganda dito, yung mga banat, hindi mismo sa dalawang tao nanggagaling. Yung banat nanggagaling sa iba, like the judge, yung sinabi pag tinamaan ka, di ba? Yun yung mga banat pero galing sa ibang tao at hindi. Like the Mr. Right quote. It's not from the two main stars, it's from the supporting cast. So the supporting cast played a huge role in developing the romance of Tony and Lawrence in this movie. And I think I like that. Will it ever change my perception to rom-com? No. Rom-com is like one of my least favorite genres, but I can see the appeal dito sa movie na to, and it really spawned a generation of romantic comedy. One of the most recent I can remember is Vince Scott James. Kinote pa nga dito yung linya ni Judge eh. Yung pag tinamaan ka. Pero pag tinamaan ako, di ko alam. Hindi tangka, di ba? Yun. And Vince Scott James, it stars the niece of Claudine Barreto, which is Julia Barreto, which for me is the best Barreto. Ayun. On a side note, meron dito si Arnold. Ito yung first love ni Tony bago si Perry at bago si Lawrence. So si Arnold kasi, yun yung plano talaga ni Tony na pakasalan after she heard that Superstation. And unfortunately, Arnold, naunahan siya ng best friend ni Tony na si Karen. So, yeah. That's why the whole plot na kailangan na set up siya ni Lawrence for several dates failed. Yung mga dates range from a professor, from a bowling player, from may sundalo pa nga eh. Yeah. This is recorded on my phone. I feel tired after work, so it's 9 a.m. Galing ako night shift. Kumain pa akong pares. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you on July 16 at Taboo Tuesdays. I think, ano yung maharot? Maharot mo yung, alam ko maharot o kaulayaw. Maharot o kaulayaw. It's either that. Okay, I'll just see you next week. Tuesday, Friday, Maharot and Kaulayaw review. Yeah, this is your boy. Thank you, goodbye, and good night. Bang.